We live in a world that keeps anxiety on tap. Deadlines, bills, sickness, noise, annoying people, constant pressure. It's there. And yet here's Paul writing from a prison cell. And he's saying, do not be anxious about anything. That almost sounds out of reach. But Paul isn't tossing around some empty, you know, catchphrase or something. He's pointing to something real, something possible. You won't find peace by clearing your mind. You'll find it by fixing your thoughts on God. So let's walk through Philippians chapter 4, verse 6, and see how prayer becomes the path to peace. Anxiety is more than just a bad mood. It's a weight that grabs your chest in it and it won't let go. It keeps you up at night and it's so annoying. It wears you down by day and night, and the world throws band-aids at it. Oh, try mindfulness. Oh, you get some rest. Chakras, charms, all that garbage. And also, think positive. Yes, you should think positive, but we're talking about something different here. But the whole point is, none of that deals with the root. Paul says, don't be anxious about anything. But he doesn't stop there. He's not telling you to shut off the fear by force. He's inviting you to bring it somewhere, to someone. He continues, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be known to God. Notice the shift there. Anxiety weighs you down. Prayer lifts the situation into God's hands. Paul doesn't just say, wait until you feel spiritual. He says, do this in everything. Everything. God doesn't filter what you're allowed to bring to Him. Bring your frustration, bring your fear, your confusion. It all belongs in prayer. This is more than a moment in your day. Paul is talking about a rhythm, a way of life. You come to God with your needs. That's supplication. But you also bring thanks, even when it feels heavy. That part, right? The heaviness, thankfulness. That's thanksgiving. It reminds you of what God has already done. It forces your eyes off your worry and into His faithfulness. And this kind of peace, the kind Paul is talking about, doesn't just rise up from within you. It only comes from God. The peace of God, which surpasses all understanding. Ah, why does it surpass all understanding? Because it shows up when it shouldn't, in loss and in pain and in chaos. And somehow there's still peace. That kind of peace doesn't come from trying harder. It flows from Christ, who secured our peace at the cross. Let's look at Romans 5:1. Since we have been justified by faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ. Look, if you have been reconciled to God through Jesus, then you're no longer His enemy. You're His child, and His peace belongs to you. So, what does this look like? Well, start praying. Start praying like you mean it. You don't need perfect language. You don't need a script. Just be real and be honest, because God already knows where it hurts. Lay it before Him and thank Him, even if you don't feel like it for some reason. Thank Him for the cross, for the Spirit, for your next breath, and keep coming back. Keep coming back over and over and over, like not once, over and over and over. not just because you're desperate. And also let prayer be the oxygen of your day, not just a fire alarm. Quit just coming to the Lord when you're in pain, when you're sad. Stop treating it like a fire alarm every day. And also, when those fears creep in again, don't panic. Return to the throne. God isn't tired of hearing from you. Look, this isn't about ignoring reality because you can't ignore reality as much as sometimes we want to. It's about seeing it clearly with Christ at the center. The fear, it may not leave overnight. Things take time, but God, He ain't going anywhere. He guards what you hand over. He strengthens what you thought was fragile. When you lift up your voice in prayer, you aren't just venting to the sky. No, when you lift up your voice in prayer, you're speaking to the one who rules it, who rules the sky. And He doesn't just listen, He moves. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Real peace is possible, not because you figured things out, but because Christ has overcome. If this has encouraged you, leave a comment. Let me know what you're praying for today. Make sure you're subscribed. There should be a little button down here. You can subscribe. And don't miss the next episode of The Word Walk. And lastly, if you know someone who's struggling with anxiety right now, send this to them. It might help. I'm Ty. This has been The Word Walk. May God bless your steps wherever you go.